Hey guys, this is Anon, and today I'm bringing a preview of the Glacial 112, which is a legendary camo version of the Chinese Tier 8 heavy tank, the WZ-112. This tank will be coming very soon in a grinding event, along with another new tank that you'll see a preview of from Alex Build It. This tank brings a really unique kind of stat layout, so I'm going to jump right into it. For comparison's sake, I'm going to use the IS-6 and the Defender as comparison for most of it, because that's the tank that's probably the closest layout. It's very similar as far as guns are concerned, but I'm going to focus mostly on the armor, because this is a big, strong, heavy tank. It's a very kind of different armor layout than those other two tanks. Profiles are similar. The hull is 120 on the front, 80 and 60, but with extreme slope. The upper glacis is impressively strong on this tank. The heat and APCR rounds from either the IS-6 or the Defender aren't going to be able to get through that upper plate. And the turret is essentially best in class also at 240 in the front, 130 on the sides, and 60 in the back, meaning it is just extremely strong. It does have some weak points in the lower glacis, just like most tanks do, and it's got two commander's hatches on the top that are weak points, but the side armor is so incredibly strong that this tank hull down or side scraping is going to be incredibly difficult to kill. Flip side on that is very slow and lumbering. 32-kilometer top speed is pretty glacial, fitting out the name. So it's going to have a little bit of mobility problems compared to the other two, but the armor profile is really unique, and it just doesn't have the pike nose or angling issues that the IS-6 or the Defender has. The gun is a really interesting mashup. It's essentially the first gun from the IS-6, has the same dispersion at .381, similar aim times, and the same horrible penetration on the standard AP rounds at 175. That's not going to get through very much. What makes this gun interesting is it actually has the top heat rounds from the IS-3 Defender and the top gun on the IS-6 with 270 penetration. That's a huge difference between the AP and the heat shells that really gets through just about anything in its class and doesn't struggle with Tier 9 either. All that comes out to the tune of 2148 maxed out DPM with equipment and provisions, which is better than both the top guns on the Defender and the IS-6, making it a little bit more dangerous, even though you're going to have to fire a lot more premium shells to do it. On the negative side is horrible gun depression. We don't see those values on the test server, but you can see how the gun can't even get down on the hull of a T-44, so that's something that's going to struggle with a little bit. But again, it's a little bit of trade-off because of that unique armor profile and the really high penetration on those heat rounds. The emphasis on Pramo is a little concerning on the surface, but what it looks fantastic on this tank is its earning potential. Again, we don't really get to see the credit coefficient on the test server, but I can tell you in test runs, spamming nothing but heat, I was still making very good profits of 60,000+ credits. So to me, the Pramo issue isn't necessarily a problem. It's just something you're going to have to consider, that you need a really heavy heat loadout. AP is really just going to be for softer targets or sides when you get on a flank situation. This is a really interesting tank that I'm kind of excited about. In my opinion, on the surface, it looks like Wargaming's answer to the IS spam, because it brings a unique profile that I think will really challenge the IS-6 and the IS-3 Defender tanks that we see so many of, with also really good credit potential. So it's a tank to definitely watch out for. It's going to be an interesting grind, and I'm curious to see how this fits into the meta of a lot of maps. So hopefully this video helps. Look forward to this coming in the Lunar event very soon. As always, if you like this video, please give a like, subscribe on YouTube. Lots more content coming, so thanks a lot, guys, and take care.